Never underestimate a rookie with a photographic memory for disrespect. Caitlin Clark didn't just win a game that night. She sent a message to the entire WNBA. The message was clear. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been in this league. If you disrespect me, I will make you pay.
Look at that crossover, then the spin. Tough finish on a really good defender.
This game changed everything for Clark's rookie season. Before this game, people were still questioning if she could handle the physicality of the WNBA. After this game, nobody was questioning anything. She proved she could take a hit and hit back harder. She proved she could perform under pressure. Most importantly, she proved that talent plus hunger plus determination is an unstoppable combination.
Clark directing traffic. And then steps back with the three over Brianna Stewart.
Dejonai Carrington learned the hard way that some people you just don't poke. Some people use disrespect. Picture this. You're a professional athlete and you just mocked the hottest rookie in your league. Big mistake, because what happened next? She made you look like a complete fool in front of thousands of fans. Today, I'm breaking down the wildest revenge story in women's basketball history. And trust me, the ending will leave you speechless. We're talking about Caitlin Clark, the rookie who's been getting beaten down since day one in the WNBA. Sound familiar? First, people doubted her skills. Then, when she proved them wrong, they found new reasons to hate. But there's one moment that had everyone talking. And by the end of this video, you'll see why Dejonai Carrington learned the hard way. Never mess with Caitlin Clark. But first, let me paint you a picture of just how bad things got. Look, Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA with more hype than any rookie in league history. College basketball's golden girl. Triple doubles for breakfast. Logo threes like they were layups. But the WNBA veterans, they weren't rolling out the red carpet. Oh no. They were ready to humble this college superstar, show her what real basketball looked like. And Dejonai Carrington, she was about to become the poster child for why you should never underestimate a rookie with a photographic memory for disrespect. June 2024, Connecticut Sun versus Indiana Fever. The perfect storm was brewing and nobody saw it coming. The Sun were dominating, and I mean destroying the Fever like they were playing against a high school team. This wasn't just a loss. This was an embarrassment on national television. Caitlin Clark having one of her worst games ever. Only 10 points, 2 assists. The rookie phenom looked lost, frustrated, like she was questioning if she even belonged in this league. You could see it in her body language. The way she was shaking her head after missed shots. The desperate looks to her teammates. This was the Clark that the haters had been waiting to see. But what happened next shocked the entire basketball world. With 3.5 minutes left, Clark gets the ball off an inbound pass. She's trying anything to spark some life into her team. She sees an opening, decides to drive on Dejonai Carrington. Now, Carrington's no joke. She's a veteran, physical defender, the type who'll make rookies cry. Clark drives, gets bumped by Carrington, hard, whistle blows, foul called. Normal basketball play, right? Wrong! What do you think Carrington did next? After the whistle blew, Carrington made a mocking gesture, basically calling Clark a flopper right to her face. She's waving her arms around like Clark just dove into an Olympic swimming pool. Can you imagine? In front of thousands of fans on live television. The disrespect was unreal. This was a rookie in her 13th professional game getting clowned by a veteran. Clark didn't say a word, just walked to the free throw line with that stone-cold expression. Swish, swish. Both free throws, pure. But that wasn't even the worst part. The Fever still lost by 17 points.
89-72. Your final score.
Clark looked completely defeated walking off that court. You could almost see her thinking, maybe they're right, maybe I don't belong here. And then, the real disrespect began in the post-game interview. This is where things went from bad to nuclear. So Carrington's sitting at the post-game podium, right? Reporters asking the usual questions. How did you guys shut down Caitlin Clark tonight? And at first, Carrington's giving normal, respectful answers, talking about team defense, communication, all the boring basketball stuff. She's saying things like, we just executed our game plan and credit to our coaching staff. Boring. But then her teammate Ty Harris decided to open her mouth. She leans into the microphone and says, it's a seatbelt season for Caitlin Clark.
Seatbelt season for her.
Seatbelt season. You know what that means? It means they're gonna rough her up every single game. It means buckle up, rookie, because we're about to take you on the bumpiest ride of your life. Now remember, this was only Clark's 13th professional game ever. 13 games. She was barely 3 weeks into her professional career. And here's a veteran basically declaring open season on the league's biggest star. The audacity, the disrespect. But here's what made it even worse. They're laughing about it. You can see them giggling like they just told the funniest joke in the world. Social social media went absolutely insane. Seatbelt season started trending worldwide. Fans were outraged. How dare they target a rookie like this? But the haters, they were eating it up. Finally, someone's putting Clark in her place. The basketball world was divided, but here's what they didn't know, what they couldn't have known. Caitlin Clark never forgets. She's got a memory like an elephant when it comes to disrespect. Every slight, every comment, every mocking gesture, it all gets filed away in her mental revenge folder. And when these two teams met again, months later, oh boy, did she remember the revenge she served up? Absolutely brutal. But before we get to that sweet, sweet payback, let me set the scene for you. Fast forward a couple months. The calendar pages are flipping. June turns to July. July turns to August. And through it all, Clark's been grinding, getting better, learning, adapting, but she hasn't forgotten. Oh no! Every night before bed, she's probably replaying that mocking gesture in her head. Every morning in practice, she's thinking about seatbelt season. The fire has been burning inside her for months. And now, finally, it's time for round 2, the Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun. But this time, everything was different. The Sun were undefeated in the season series, 3-0. They owned the Fever. In their minds, this was gonna be another easy win. Another chance to embarrass the rookie. Think Clark was intimidated? Think again. By this point, she wasn't that scared, overwhelmed rookie from June. No way. This was Caitlin Clark 2.0. Upgraded, improved, and angry. This game had star power in the building that made it feel like the NBA Finals. Anthony Richardson, the Indianapolis Colts quarterback, sitting courtside. Simone Biles, the Olympic legend, the greatest gymnast of all time, came to watch. When Simone Biles shows up to your basketball game, you know it's about to be special. The atmosphere was electric. You could feel the energy through the TV screen. The Fever fans were ready. They'd been waiting months for this moment. They had signs. They had chants. They were loud. And Caitlin Clark, she walked onto that court looking like she was about to collect some debts. You know that walk, that swagger athletes get when they're about to destroy someone? That was the energy. She wasn't nervous. She wasn't scared. She was locked in with one mission: payback time. The warm-ups looked different. Her shots were falling. Her passes were crisp. Even her teammates could feel it. They're looking at each other like, uh-oh, she's in that mood. What happened in the first quarter alone would make Carrington regret everything she did back in June. The game starts, and you can immediately tell Clark looks different. This isn't the overwhelmed rookie from June. No, this is a woman on a mission. You know that look athletes get when they're about to destroy someone? That Michael Jordan in the '91 finals look? That Kobe Bryant in Game 7 look? That was Caitlin Clark's energy. First few minutes, she's feeling things out, getting a read on the defense. She's not rushing, not forcing, just calculating. But Carrington, she thinks this is gonna be easy work like last time. She's playing physical, bumping, talking trash, probably whispering things like, "Remember last time, rookie?" Big mistake, because then, boom, Clark gets the ball at the top of the key. Carrington's guarding her tight. Clark takes one hard dribble to her right. Carrington bites, takes a half step, and that's all Clark needed. Crossover, the nastiest crossover you've ever seen in your life. Carrington's ankles got sent to the shadow realm. She's stumbling like she just got off a roller coaster. Clark's got all day now. Step back, perfect form, swish, three-pointer right in her face. The crowd goes absolutely insane. Clark doesn't even celebrate. She just gives Carrington this cold stare and runs back on defense. That look said everything. Remember me now? But that was just the warm-up. Next possession, Clark's running the offense like she's been doing it for 10 years. She's making behind-the-back passes that would make Chris Paul jealous. No-look dimes that have her teammates wide open. The chemistry was unreal. Every pass was perfect, and every time she touched the ball, the crowd got louder. By the time the first quarter ended, something magical had happened. The Fever weren't just competing, they were winning. 33-26 Fever lead. Clark had completely flipped the script from their last meeting, but she was just getting started. Second quarter hits different when you're on a mission. Clark comes back into the game, and it's like watching Stephen Curry with a personal vendetta. The confidence is through the roof now. She's not just playing basketball, she's putting on a masterclass in revenge. First possession back, Clark gets the ball on the wing. Full court laser pass that threads through 3 defenders and finds her teammate perfectly in stride. The precision was inhuman. Carrington's watching this thinking, who is this girl? This isn't the same player who struggled to make basic passes back in June. No way. This is Caitlin Clark evolved. Next play, Clark brings the ball up court. Carrington's trying to pressure her full court. Mistake. Clark hits her with a step-back three that was so clean, so effortless, that even the Sun players on the bench had to respect it. Swish. Nothing but NET. The crowd is going BALLISTIC now. Every made shot is getting louder cheers. You can see the frustration building on Carrington's face. This was not part of the plan. But here's where it gets spicy. Third quarter rolls around and Carrington's had enough. She's been getting cooked for 2 quarters straight, so when she finally hits a three-pointer from the corner, she starts shushing the Fever crowd. Can you believe the audacity? This girl is getting destroyed all game, hits one shot, and wants to silence the crowd? Big mistake. What do you think Clark did next? She sprinted up the court like she was being chased by the Flash. The speed was unreal. She covered 94 feet in what felt like 2 seconds. Carrington's still celebrating her three when she looks up and sees Clark flying toward her. Behind the back dribble that made Carrington look silly. Explosion to the rim. Bucket right over her outstretched arm. The crowd went absolutely nuclear. People were jumping out of their seats, screaming, losing their minds. And Clark? She just looked at Carrington and shook her head like, "You thought you could quiet this crowd?" The disrespect was complete, but the best was yet to come. Fourth quarter, crunch time. This is where legends are made and careers are ended. This is the moment Clark had been waiting months for. The score is tight. The pressure is maximum. Everything is on the line. The Sun are desperate. They cannot let this rookie embarrass them on their revenge tour. Carrington's playing like her life depends on it, diving for loose balls, scrapping for every possession. But Clark, she's ice cold. Zero nerves, zero fear. This is crunch time. Caitlin, and she's different. Ball comes to her with the game tied and less than 2 minutes left. She's being guarded by Veronica Burton now. They switched Carrington off her because she was getting torched. You know what Clark saw when she looked at Burton? A mismatch, a victim, an opportunity to finish what she started. Clark takes one dribble to size up the defense. Burton's trying to stay low, trying to make it difficult, but Clark's got that Michael Jordan switch now. Explosion. Quick first step that left Burton in the dust. Straight line drive to the basket. No hesitation. Easy bucket. Fever take the lead. The crowd is losing their minds. You can feel the energy through the TV screen. Less than a minute left now. Sun desperately trying to tie it up. Alyssa Thomas brings the ball up court. She's their best player, their closer. If anyone's gonna save them, it's her. She drives to the basket, tries to make a hero play, but the pressure is too much. She loses the ball. Turnover. Fever get possession with 38 seconds left. Game is basically over now. Carrington's forced to commit a desperation foul to stop the clock. Lexi Hull goes to the free throw line. Swish, swish. Both free throws are good. Game over. Final score, 84-80 Fever. Clark finished with 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. But the real story? She made Carrington and the entire Sun team look foolish when it mattered most. This wasn't just a win. This was a statement. This was Caitlin Clark telling the entire WNBA, "I remember everything, and I pay back with interest." But wait, it gets even better. After the game, Dijonai Carrington was so salty, so bitter, so completely humiliated that she couldn't even handle it like a professional. Instead of taking the L with some dignity, instead of giving Clark her flowers for an incredible performance, this girl took to Twitter to have a complete meltdown. She tweets, "The Indiana Fever have the nastiest fans in the W. The audacity. You just got schooled by a rookie on national television, and your response is to blame the fans? This is like getting dunked on by LeBron James and then complaining that the crowd cheered too loud." The pettiness was off the charts. But here's the beautiful part. Fever fans were ready for this nonsense. They destroyed her in the replies immediately. "You taunted and got smoked. Don't be a sore loser. Looks like y'all feelings are hurt. Take the L and move on. You mocked our rookie and she cooked you. Stay mad." Seatbelt season? More like Caitlin Clark season. The clapbacks were ruthless. Social media was having a field day with Carrington's meltdown. To Caitlin Clark was trending worldwide. Salty Sun started going viral. Even casual basketball fans were laughing at how badly Carrington handled the loss. This girl went from mocking a rookie to getting mocked by the entire internet in the span of 3 months. The karma was beautiful. Absolutely poetic. This is what happens when you underestimate someone who's hungrier than you. Someone who's smarter than you, someone who remembers everything and uses it as fuel. Caitlin Clark didn't just win a basketball game that night, she won the psychological war. She broke DeJohnai Carrington's spirit so badly that Carrington had to go cry on Twitter afterward. The disrespect had come full circle and backfired spectacularly. So there you have it, the ultimate revenge story. Never underestimate a rookie with a photographic memory for disrespect. Caitlin Clark didn't just win a game, she sent a message to the entire league. What did you think of this savage revenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more insane basketball stories like this, smash that subscribe button, because trust me, this won't be the last time we see drama between these two. See you in the next one.